Hey everybody, it's Calvin the Go here, and I'm here with my One Piece chapter 1078 review. I'm just going to be talking about the latest chapter of One Piece and giving my little thoughts on some things that happened in the chapter. I don't think I'm going to give a full overview on everything that happened per se, but at the end of the day, I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts on some of the major things that happened. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the Neomads and what I think is going to happen there. I'm really excited about this cover story, right? We've had so many interesting different reveals with the cover story. We've had so many different things. Like we had the pudding reveal, we had the Aokiji potentially being an actual member of the Blackbeard Pirates reveal. There's been so many exciting things that's kind of come about from from this little cover story, and then now we have Judge and Caesar potentially joining hands. I wonder if they would find a way to kind of maybe save Queen from like the naval ships or whatever, break Queen out. Maybe Queen and King go together with them, and then they do some kind of Lunarian experience. I don't know. I wonder what would happen with that. I wonder if they were able, if they would be able to make their own kind of version of the Seraphim, if they broke out Queen and then maybe use some of King's DNA. I don't think King would be on board with that, but maybe he got jumped or something. I don't know, but it'd be really cool to see if Queen is someone who actually kind of joins up with them as well. Um, I've seen a lot of people also talking about the potential of them going to Egghead Island and what that could lead to. Maybe they want to slide on uh, on Vegapunk and get revenge on him for something. I'm not sure what's gonna happen there, but at the end of the day, these are two really bad guys. They're joining together and they're going to be doing a lot of bad things. I wonder if Caesar will kind of just help them create weapons, and I want to know what their plan is. Right? I think I'm really interested to see what their plan is. Of course they're joined together, but I want to know what their next move is. I think that'd be really interesting to think about. So yeah, next I want to talk about S Snake and the whole Frankie situation. Um, so yeah, S Snake basically she absolutely demolished, washed Frankie's group, Usopp and Lilith. Usopp didn't even get a chance to attack or do anything. Um, Lilith Lilith was Lilith was doing all right. I mean, Lilith had the bubble gun or whatever, so I can't really complain too much about what Lilith was able to do. But at the end of the day, Frankie's halfway petrified. I don't know. It's just looking tough for the whole group. And then Pythagoras potentially got killed as well. So if S Snake really killed Pythagoras, I think the Seraphim's main goal is probably just to kill all of the Vegapunks. Um, so we already have Pythagoras down, potentially Shaka down. Probably he's probably dead. Especially when you think about how big the gun is that he got shot with. I'll talk about that later on. But it really would be exciting to see what happens next and who's actually going to survive among all of the Vegapunks. Of course, Lilith is frozen right now, but we know that Usopp and Lilith are going to get out of that. I don't know how many of them are actually going to survive. I think Oda has more liberties to kill when he makes them more robotic. It's like, okay, well, it's not like they're actually humans dying, like Pythagoras dying. It doesn't really tug on the heartstrings because we don't know him that much, and he's a robot at the end of the day. So, we'll have to see what happens there, but I'm pretty excited to see what happens with that. Um, yeah, Snake absolutely demolished Frankie's group. It's tough for them right now. They're all down bad. Um, I don't even know how they're gonna get out of that. I think Luffy is gonna be the key to that. I think S Snake might fall in love with Luffy and then be subservient to Luffy and free his friends. So, oh, next we're gonna talk about Sanji versus S Shark. Listen, man. I know people are gonna do a lot of coping. They're gonna try to say, "Oh, he's not that strong," blah blah blah. First of all, everyone knows how powerful Jinbei is in the water. The vagabond drill he did to his big mom. Dude, this S Shark has that at all times. S Shark is in the water at all times because of his devil fruit. So the fact that people are going to try to take things away from Sanji just because it's a Sanji opponent. Because that's the thing. I don't even think this would happen if S Shark pulled up and bopped Frankie's group. I don't think people would say anything. They would just say, "Oh, he's really impressive," blah blah blah. It just seems like whoever fights Sanji is going to get slandered in some way. So Sanji's face tanks what I think is a fishman karate technique right to the face, and I'm really excited to see because I really hope next chapter he really starts attacking S Shark, of course, he didn't do a lot of. He did one attack, he did one kick, kicked them away, and then just face tanked the attack. Dude, I mean, Sanji's looking like he's on a whole nother level. We've seen how much they've been hyping up these characters, the Seraphim, and it seems like he is just going to be toying with this guy. Um, if Jinbei has no real way to, if S Shark has no real way to actually hurt him, I think he is going to be cooked. Because when you think about it, like, let's say we haven't seen the Seraphim use the heavenly fire or whatever it was called, King's abilities. But if even if they're able to do that, I don't think that's going to do much because Sanji has like a natural fire defense. In his like first introduction, he was like standing in the middle of fire with a cigarette when Pearl had like was lighting areas on fire, and he was doing just fine. So he's had like fire resistance forever. The laser beams, he can dodge those laser beams left and right. We've seen his fight with Queen. We've seen his fight with Queen. Like laser beams are nothing to Sanji at this point, right? So I just think that S Shark is in trouble. S Shark also attacked Nami. He will protect Nami with his life. Of course, you know he loves him some Nami, but yeah, I'm just really excited to see what happens next. I want to see. I also want to. I think one of the main things I'm excited to see is how quickly Sanji's able to realize that he's not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage when the flame is still on. If he's going to be able to figure out, okay, the speed mode, the bliss, the this, the that, because he's a very technical fighter. He's a really smart fighter. Literally, the first when he fought was it Kurobi? When he fought Kurobi, all the way back in Arlong Park, he knew that if he blew water in his gills, that it would make it would affect him, and then he was able to swim up and get out of there. Because when he so literally his first major fight as a Straw Hat, he was using his brain against a fishman. So he has a lot of history against the fishmen. With the whole Jinbei situation. I don't think that's going to really be that serious. I think people are kind of overblowing like, oh, he's Jinbei. I think it's just gag stuff at the end of the day. I think he kind of just got over it when Nami was like, chill out on that. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of blabbering. S Shark versus Sanji. I hope there's going to be a lot of panels dedicated to that next week. I also might do a prediction video on what I think is going to happen next week. I think I actually want to do that sometime today or maybe tomorrow. Also, I want to talk about the narrator and talking about how this situation is going to be huge, how it's going to be like a major thing, and also how everything looks like Marineford on the way. Um, I'm just excited to see what happens next when it comes to this. It seems like we're leading up to a great war. Um, if we're really not able to get away, I think we need the Grand Fleet, or we need some kind of backup, because as strong as we are, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, potentially even Lucci and them helping as well, that's not enough for all those vice admirals and admiral. And if Saturn actually is like a competent fighter, if Saturn actually is someone who could really fight, I think we would be in big trouble. On top of the fact having to fight the Seraphim and all that kind of stuff, I just think that would be rough for everyone, right? And York being the traitor, I don't have a lot of thoughts on York being the traitor. I think that's interesting. Greed being her epithet, it makes a lot of sense. You can kind of think back on certain things. A lot of people were also talking about how she would have a lot of time to plot and plan things just because of what she is. She is the greed person. She eats and defecates for everyone. So she has a lot of time by herself. So no one's even really thinking about what York is doing. So I like that fact as well. I'm really excited to see what happens if York is actually going to end up fighting Robin, because I know Robin and them are actually going to go down there, or if there's maybe another Seraphim waiting for them, because I'm not sure if York herself is actually a fighter, or she's just going to have she's going to big brain everything and have things waiting, have traps waiting for everyone and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this is Calvin the Goat here. I hope you guys liked the video today. Like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Calvin the Goat signing out. Peace out, guys. Have a good day.